So one of the things that we talked about with your respective predecessors a couple of years ago, we didn't resolve it. Maybe we won't resolve it today either. But it's the role of education in productivity and population growth and so forth. And on this program, over the course of the last several weeks, we've had an ongoing debate about early childhood education. And obviously there are disagreements about the effectiveness of particular programs in that context. But more generally, I'm wondering if either one or both of you are in a position to sort of talk a little bit about what we know with a pretty high level of confidence about the role education plays with regard to productivity and economic growth. Let's start with the economics piece.
Sure. So we talked about a number of things that influence productivity: technology, infrastructure. Health is another one that we haven't talked about, but healthier workers are more productive. And education is certainly, investing in education improves worker productivity. So early childhood education means we're investing in our future.
So, and how certain are we of that link? And the reason I say that is, for example, we spend more money in Washington, D.C. for public education there than anywhere else in the United States, but there are obviously some education quality issues that we're struggling with there. And I'm wondering, how certain are we of that link between investing in education and economic growth and productivity?
I think we're quite certain of it. And I think that it varies at different levels of education. So ensuring that people graduate from high school at high graduation rates, and graduate with the ability to go on to college or to work. Getting through the additional benefit of a high school diploma is quite huge, and then the additional benefit of a college degree again is quite large. And so those things really do improve your ability to get a well-paying job, which is due to productivity. Now, investment in early childhood education, that's investing in our workforce of the future. Not to think of kids just as our future workers. They're valuable human beings, regardless of what they do in the future. But in this environment, I've painted a picture of a tight labor market. This is not an environment where we have what I think of as a deep bench, so a whole bunch of people ready to come into the labor market. It's a shallow bench, and so we can't afford to have workers left behind. And so we need to think about those longer-term educational investments, so early childhood, K-12, but also about lifespan education. And I know that Tom and Tom used to talk about that as well, that we have workers who are unemployed in one sector. We have this diverse economic base. Another sector might be able to pick them up, but they may need some training and education to get into that next sector. And we don't have a large pool of workers to pull from.
Demography and education, any thoughts on that?
I guess I would just say that, again, a piece of context that demography can bring. When we think about how our population is growing, it's growing largely, well, right now it's from births, but we're also moving toward an era where immigration will be a greater proportion of our growth, potentially. And also a lot of our growth is coming, the majority of our growth right now is coming from populations of color. And so when we see some of the educational disparities that we see now in terms of high school graduation, it's concerning even more so than maybe it would have been before, just because this is where our growth is coming from. So I guess that's what demography has to add to that discussion, is that it's something that's going to be really important to continue to invest in, even at a time when we're kind of juggling all these other kind of new things that are thrust upon us in this new era.
So if I were to summarize what you were telling us earlier, it would be that you're not necessarily offering a specific policy prescription about how one gets to a higher percentage of students graduating from high school, but if we can get that number moving in the right direction, we will see economic benefits from that.
That's correct. That's correct. So that we have these, to the extent that we can, well, as I said, we can't afford as a state to leave students behind, leave potential workers behind. And so, as Susan said, looking to where is the growth going to come, and Can we close those educational disparity gaps? Because that's then mirrored later in the unemployment racial disparities. So closing those gaps will it's a necessity for the state to thrive in this environment.